I've been seeing these Christmas books all over the internet. Erin with the Provincial Farmhouse did a really beautiful one. I'll link her video in the description box. Also, Old to Ooh La La did a really pretty one. If you're part of the Facebook Iron Orchid Designs tribe, you'll see all these all over the place. They're so pretty. So here what I did was I grabbed an old book and I grabbed some wood glue and some water, and I'm sort of making just a wash. I guess you would probably call it like a paper mache wash with the glue and water. It's just a wood glue. I think it's type bond or something like that. I'm just bringing the edge of the page about an inch inward and gluing them on top of each other.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you.
I'm going to keep gluing the pages down till I get about halfway through the book, and then I'll leave it open and I'll start doing the other side. When this glue mixture dries, it will make the pages hard, so they will be hardened and the pages will stay open.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself.
So here I've reached the middle of the book, and I'm going to take a skinny paintbrush and roll the edges of the paper up, and then I'm putting a little hot glue underneath to hold it down, and then I'm putting the glue mixture on it to curl the pages, and I'm gonna curl the top and the bottom and then hit it with a heat gun just so I can get it to dry a little quicker so that it will stay before I start on the other side of the book.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about it.
And now I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side of the book.
Christmas memories. Oh, oh. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. La, 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 la. Making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies until the sun comes up. These are the good times with you.
Now I'm going to paint the open pages with Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk paint in bright white. Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk paint has a sealer in it, so I think it's going to harden the pages just a little bit more, even though I'm going to put a ton more glue and varnish and all kinds of stuff on it. But the bright white is going to be a really good color to make the other things that I'm going to do to this really pop. You'll see.
Use your clothes, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
Now I'm putting a coat of the satin finish, which is Miss Lillian's satin finish, on it, and I'm decoupaging this deer, which was the cover of one of the transfers from a few years ago. I'll show it here in a minute, but I just cut this deer off the cover because I used the transfer long ago, but I never waste anything. I always keep all of my transfer covers and use the artwork on them for different things. So I'm just decoupaging this on right now. I was actually looking this transfer up to see if anyone had any left. It's called Woodland Christmas, and I did see one on Etsy for $135, which, who knows, that could be cheap at this point. I probably should have saved a couple, but yeah, that's crazy. But if you want one, they're $135 on Etsy. I wanted to take the swag part of the Oh Christmas Tree mold. It's one of the new molds from this Christmas, and put those around the edges. You know, these molds, if you can look really close at them, the detail is insanely cool. They are really detailed, but I'm just using the IOD clay, and I'm going to make 4 of these, and I'm going to add them around the edges of the book. Also, if you brush a little cornstarch in your molds, the clay will pop out a lot easier than if you try to put them in the molds without the cornstarch. And if you're really having a trouble time getting them out, you can pop them in the freezer for about 10 minutes, and then they will come out just like ice cubes, and then you can acclimate them to the temperature and they'll be bendable again. But the cornstarch works pretty good. Now I'm just using the wood glue that I have to glue the molds down. You just want to make sure that you get glue all over your mold, and then you can just lay it down and make sure the edges are flattened down also, so that they don't raise up when they dry. But it's very easy. You just glue them on. You can use any kind of glue, really. I like E6000 also.
White outside and the night is cold. Everyone's lighting lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas.
This stamp is from a couple of years ago, or maybe last year. I'm going to take the Merry Christmas words off of it and put it on my book. You can really just go crazy with this and use decoupage papers, stamps, molds, transfers, anything you want to make it your own.
All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing, Merry Christmas to you. This time of year is a time to cheer. Let our loved ones, our family and friends have a Christmas with so much love and with joy and laughter. Let us make memories that stay forever. It's Christmas today. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk...
Now for the fun part, I'm just going to paint my tree. I did some green. I'm going to do some red balls. I probably do, who knows. At this point, I'm just playing. So my molds aren't completely dry yet. They are still pretty wet. So I'm kind of being careful with how I paint them because I don't want to smush the design. So I'm being super careful. I just get impatient and want to play. And so I'm just being careful. I'm just doing this. But I think it's a good idea to let your molds dry before you paint them, but I don't always do that, obviously.
Merry Christmas to you.
I'm using Miss Lillian's paint on these. I have an affiliate link. I'll put it down in my description box if you want to use the same colors, and I'll also add the color names on that too if you want to get these exact colors. But you can really use any kind of paint you like. So I want to add some gold to this, and the brightest gold that I have is the Posh Chalks, and this is lemon gold, and I'm mixing it with the Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser, which will turn it into a paint, but it's really the brightest gold that I've ever used. It's super sparkly and very beautiful. And I'm basically putting it on everything. I'm going to use it all up. I'm going to put it on the pages, on the top, the bottom. I'm going to do all the highlights of the swag and pretty much everything because it's so pretty. I couldn't find a bookmark, so I decided to make one out of trim mold. So I'm using the clay, making a trim mold, and it's going to be my bookmark. I'm going to paint it red and hit it with some of the pretty gold. And again, being super careful with my paint because it's still wet. And I want to get down into the grooves of it, so I decided to spray it with a little bit of water, and that will reactivate the paint so that it seeps into those cracks. And now I'm just going to put some glue on the back and glue it down the middle of the book. I got a little sloppy with it, so I ended up having to take a baby wipe and wipe off some of the excess red paint that I got on the white part. And then I took some DIY Dark and Decrepit, which is a dark glaze, and it will just tone down the brightness of the white. And you just put it on with a baby wipe or a brush and then wipe it back. Now I'm just adding a little detail with some red, and then I'm going to do a little of the Dark and Decrepit on the book pages just to tone down the gold a little bit. I needed to touch up a little bit of the white where I got a little bit, I don't know what I got on there. So I just touched that up, and then I decided to throw a little snow on the tree and on some of the branches, and I think I'm about done messing with it.
Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you.
So now I'm hitting it with a heat gun again because I want it to dry, because of course there's some white space there that I have to fill. So I'm gonna put some of these little pine cones that I found in one of my old transfers and just put them in the white spaces because I thought it would be cute. This is from the Woodland Christmas. I still had some of these left over, so I threw those on there too. And then I'm just going to seal the whole thing with the glue mixture that I have because I have so much of it left. I'm going to just take my brush, seal the whole entire thing, and then it will be done.
So you should come back home to me.
After it dried, I did paint the back of the book red. I might do something else to it. I don't know if it's going to show, but I thought I could do something extra on the back and make it look cool too. Maybe I'll show you a picture of that when I stage it.
It's just gonna be you and me. Hang by
If you like this video and you want to try this, I'll have everything that you need down in my description box below. All the products that I carry are on my website at elsielaneboutique.com. Also, if you could give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe and watch more of our videos, we go live every Friday on our channel, and I hope to see you there.
Do another scrape for the left, and then leave a thumbs up.